Hey, what is up guys, it's Silver Sun here, and today I'm going to give you guys my review on the Dragon Ball Super episode 37. Alright, so basically Vegeta and Kappa are duking it out. They're pretty much just fighting each other back and forth basically, and pretty much Vegeta saying that they're kind of evenly matched, surprisingly, even though Kappa doesn't seem really like up to it. Like, he doesn't really seem like he's that powerful, but he kind of is. And so pretty much they're fighting each other until Vegeta kind of stops it, and then he turns into a Super Saiyan. And then when he does, he pretty much tells Kaba, like, hey, stop fooling around, just turn into a Super Saiyan already. And then Kaba says that he can't. And so pretty much he's asking him, like, hey, can you train me, to be a Super Saiyan like you and stuff like that. And then pretty much Vegeta's just like saying, like, you can't just say that, like, when we're in the middle of a fight. But to me and a few other people, I believe, I thought that this part was kind of obvious. Pretty much, Vegeta started, like, acting a little different. He pretty much just, like, went in and started beating Kawa down, pretty much. And then, like, he was just, being really angry and just mean towards him and stuff like that. But it was for obvious things. He was trying to make him turn to a Super Saiyan, because the power comes in response to a need, not a desire. And he was basically trying to get him frustrated and angry, like how Goku got angry when Krillin died, how Vegeta got angry by not caring about being a Super Saiyan and whatnot. So he was pretty much trying to help Kabe out with that. But basically he was about to kill him, but basically he was just saying like he's gonna kill him, and then when he does, he's gonna go to Planet Solid and, kill everyone, even his family and all that stuff. And then that pretty much gets Kabe to transform into a Super Saiyan. And when he does, he starts, letting Vegeta have it. He starts, like, unleashing all these attacks and pretty much starts trying to, you know, punch him. And then he starts shooting ki blasts at him and whatnot. But then Vegeta, like, he's not really phased by it too much. He's pretty much just, like, shrugging off most of his attacks and whatnot. And then pretty much in the end, Vegeta's just like Vegeta's essentially had enough, and pretty much he tries to almost end it by transforming into a Super Saiyan Blue or Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan. And this is what I've been waiting for a while. And while it wasn't, utilized obviously to his fullest potential, I couldn't imagine him, going all out, especially on Kabe. That'd just be overkill right there. But basically, he transformed it into that, and he pretty much tells Kabe like, hey, if you train hard enough, and if you, like, master your skills and whatnot, you can achieve a transformation like this, Super Saiyan Blue. And then pretty much he proceeds to one shot Kabe, and pretty much he gets knocked out from that, kind of like the final blow move from Xenoverse. But yeah, pretty much he does that, and then Kabe's just down for the count. And while all that's going on, while Kabe and Vegeta were fighting, pretty much Goku was just staring off into the distance at Hit, and pretty much they were just kind of like looking at each other, just like studying each other and seeing, what could happen, in the next match when they have to fight him and whatnot, because obviously Hit hasn't done too much stuff as of recently in this tournament. So the fight's pretty much over between Vegeta and Kaba. Vegeta pretty much says like, hey, one day I might want to visit Planet Salad, and basically he was kind of training him throughout their little, match, their little fight basically. But Vegeta won in the end, and pretty much he got to fight Hit in the next match. But before the preview started, I wanted to note this. They had a new little ending. I didn't see the whole thing, but pretty much it's just different music, different scenery. I believe it was just Goku on the flying Nimbus, pretty much flying across like all the Super Dragon Balls in the background, and pretty much it was just, showing like all his friends and whatnot, and like little flashes and whatnot. And then yeah, but going on to the preview, I think that this next episode is going to be one of the best, probably, because pretty much Vegeta has to fight Hit in this match, and I don't know, like, I'm pretty sure most people were speculating this, but I wasn't, like, I think it's very unique in what he's doing, but pretty much Hit's using, like, some sort of, I believe, like, mind, like, powers or something. Like, pretty much he's not even touching Vegeta, and pretty much he's, like, getting, like, beaten up. There's, like, all these, like, blue little sparks coming out of him as if Hit was punching him, but no, he's just standing there, with his arms crossed and eyes closed. So I can't wait to see how that fight turns out and how they're inevitably going to defeat him, especially Monaka, because obviously he's going to go last, and I just want to see what he has. for the table because we literally haven't seen him fight anyone or do anything special yet. But that's gonna be for the next episode, obviously. But going back to this episode, I have to say the animation for it and whatnot was pretty well done. I liked some of the some of the choreography in this fight, like how they started punching each other and kicking each other, like doing all these different moves and whatnot. I thought it was pretty cool. Some scenes, in my opinion, were a little bit like, I don't know, like just some of the scenes just looked a little off to me, like kind of still and whatnot, not as like, like fast paced or anything like that. Like just sort of like, I don't know, it just seems a little stiff and whatnot, but I did like some of the moves they used, especially when Vegeta and Kabe did that little Gallic gun struggle. I thought that was pretty cool how he knew that move and stuff. But yeah, that's basically it for this review. Tell me what you guys thought of this episode. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Who do you think is gonna win the next match? Well, I probably shouldn't say that. It's pretty obvious at this point, but still, are you excited for the next episode? What do you think Hit's gonna do in order to defeat Vegeta? Like, how is he ultimately gonna finish it off? Who do you think's gonna beat Is it gonna be Goku or Monaka? I'm guessing Monaka at this point, but we can only tell. We can only wait and tell. But yeah, that's basically it for me, guys. And until the next one, Silver Sun is out, guys.